Morning YouTubers, Facebookers and Instagrammers. So quickly this morning I'm going to talk about aiming high. A lot of the time people say to me, look Chris, I'm not looking for a field trial champion. The first thing I normally say is you don't want a trained dog, because that effectively is what a trialing dog is. A dog that hunts, with pace admittedly, is steady and can pick game and handle. Now I appreciate people aren't always aiming for the stars, but what I find with novice handlers is where they suggest that they don't want to push as hard as they can, they end up falling really short. A lot of people, just getting a basic retrieve out and back can be quite hard. And so actually bringing all the correct restrictions in place at the beginning just to get that basic retrieve is often something you have to do. Because in our heads we think, oh, we're not aiming for the stars, we don't need to do that, we don't need to do this. A lot of the time they don't even get those basic things in place. Sit, heel, stay, really easy to teach. You can make the dog do those. But retrieve wise, you need the dog to want to do it with you. So often putting in those restrictions and safeguards at the beginning, just to get that absolute basic retrieve, can be critically important. So people end up letting the dog have a few toys, letting it mooch around too much too early on. It's all very harmless at the beginning. The dogs never get into too much trouble. But already by the time they're 12, 14, 16 weeks old, dog going to the toilet, 12, 14, 16 weeks old, already the retrieve has been ruined through having toys, by giving too much freedom, and not trying to do that retrieve in the correct way. Anyone that watches my vlogs knows, Mr. Cockbird, everyone knows that I'm always banging on about that retrieve, but that's because it's always the hardest thing for me to get people to do. And normally they start too late, they've given the dog too much freedom, as I said, and haven't worked really hard because they just don't think it's that important, or because they're not aware that even to get that very basic thing there's got to be a lot of restrictions in place. Please don't underestimate that for me, guys. It is really hard for a lot of people. Sometimes when you see me doing retrieves with dogs it looks super straightforward, and it can be, but you do have to work really hard even to get that basic thing. Anyway, I hope that's been some help. Get out, enjoy your day, and I'll catch you soon, guys.